So we're lucky enough to have Marco Pierre White in the kitchen this week, which is something special. But there's something special going on this year for Marco, and that's the 25th anniversary of his seminal cookbook, White Heat. And I think all three of us have a little something, don't we? I'm just wondering, that
I've
looks...
got my name in mine.
That's yours, because it's really dirty and sticky.
That's mine.
Oh!
No,
That's
mine's
mine.
always clean.
Much
Hang on, look. G, George C. Always name your books.
I love the fact you've
And
got a
I'm the one with the hard copy.
The original.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, he's
I'm older.
money.
I'm older.
We're just doing it tough.
White Heat isn't just a cookbook, it's an insight into the life of someone who changed the way everyone thought about cooking forever.
This was my first ever cookbook, and I was washing pots and pans in a pasta place when I bought this. And reading this cookbook made me realise that I need to get my head past the hard stuff about working in a kitchen. Because it ain't glamorous, let's be quite honest. It's hard graft and it's long hours and it's big days. And this helped me. And to this day, it just reminds me where I was in the beginning and never forget the past.
So, Marco, what we really want to know is what on earth have you got in store for these three contestants today?
A Marco Pierre White pressure test. It's not going to be like a normal pressure test. I know his legend. I know that his standards are incredibly high. I know that he made Gordon Ramsay cry. So today's going to be a tough day.
Today's pressure test is to replicate a dish from White Heat.
I feel like throwing up. I'm freaking out, terrified.
Whoa, hang on. Straight out of White Heat. We all just dodged a big bullet.
Looking at that cloche, something big is in there. It's a Marco Pierre White recipe, which means he's going to be watching every single thing we do in that kitchen. I'm starting to feel a little bit overwhelmed.
So the dish the three of you will be cooking today roast pigeon with a ravioli of wild mushrooms.
Looking down on that dish, I'm going to have to dig deep. It's going to be a hard day.
I'm a bit freaked out. It's all very overwhelming.
It's like nothing I ever imagined.
What are you guys doing so far away? Come closer. Get to know the dish. Look at it. Look at its detail.
Looking down at the plate, it looks so simply beautiful. Everything just fits in nicely into this almost artist painting of food.
Ravioli of wild mushrooms. The roast pigeon. The nave, the lentils, the confit of garlic, and the sauce.
Right, first up, the pigeon, Marco. What can go wrong there?
One of two things. You overcook it, or you undercook it. It's as simple as that. So pigeon must be cooked pink.
The lentils.
Again, the lentils, all cooked lentils. They're very easy. If you overcook them, they're done for. If you undercook them, they're like little bullets. So timing is the most important.
The ravioli of wild mushrooms?
They're simple. They're easy to make. You can blanch them in advance and then drop them into cold water. But remember, they'll take about a minute to reheat to where you want them, depending on the size that you make them.
That brings me on to the sauce now. What do they need to look for?
The most important part of this challenge is the sauce. It's about bringing it all together. The timing of that is so important. Because if you start it too late, you're not going to get the reduction in the texture. It won't hold. You'll be in trouble. And then one of you will go home.
There's so much great technique in there. I've got to make sure that I leave enough time to get through all my elements.
All right, this is the fun bit. You should have smiles on your faces because it's all yours to taste.
Has the sauce been poured over?
Yes.
It has, okay.
Over the lot or just the lentils?
The meat.
Okay.
Good, Byron. Look at the cuisson. What are you tasting, guys?
It is beautifully classic, and the ravioli is the most perfect ravioli I've ever eaten. It's beautifully thin. The texture of the filling is exactly what you want it to be.
See, none of it's too difficult. We know you know how to make pasta. We know you know how to cook meat. We know you can cook lentils. Perfection is lots of little things done well. This is lots of little things.
What are you tasting, Tash?
Like Marco said, a lot of simple things, but there's nowhere to hide with that. If one element is out of kilter, it throws the whole dish out of balance. Really about paying attention, staying focused and checking everything throughout the whole cooking process to make sure that you don't lose track of one thing.
Byron, what about you?
I don't think it's a lot of things done well in this dish. It's a lot of things done to perfection. You taste a little bit of each element and then you get this hearty just jus that is so yummy. It just wants you to, begs you to go back for more and more. It's so tasty. It's really just flavoursome. It's very daunting to know that I have to recreate Marco's own dish. I don't want to let him down. Everything needs to be perfect.
Make no mistake, this is no small task. This is classical cooking with nowhere to hide. Everything you need to make this dish, including the recipe, is at your benches. You'll have 90 minutes to recreate Marco's roast pigeon with raviolo of wild mushrooms.
Oh my God, it's Marco Pierre White, recipe from White Heat. And it's only 1.5 hours to cook it. We did not expect that. It's crazy.
All your skills are going to be tested, and I don't need to remind you that at the end of the day, one of you is going home. Your time starts now.